my darkest blue first, which I may add black to. We shall see how that goes. Come down here, that's a nice crisp line there. Get my 157 blue and neaten that up. A little bit sharper. I'll just neaten that edge as well. Well, it's not actually neat as such, it's just shaping it with the feathers coming down the neck, and then it does go quite neat along here. There. Then we'll go a bit lighter blue, so I've got the dark 24, which is just a bit lighter than the dark 22. And I've also got the BV18. So just because it's really opaque here, it doesn't mean I'm pressing hard. I'm still being careful with preserving my tooth. We've got a little bit of feather definition here, which is quite nice. Just drag that up like that. I'm just trying to find a sharpish edge on my stick. It doesn't have to be too sharp, I can just refine it with my pencils if needed. The dark blue again, and then as we come around here, all these feathers around here, they do tend to shape round, so we're going to put some dark in so I can see that coming round. Zoom out for you. There, that's better, you can see it better now. You see it going up and down, and then here it starts going round, and here it starts coming that way, like a bit like a clock face, down to there. See, I'm not pressing very hard, even though it is dark, I'm not pressing super hard yet. Just find a good edge on the pastel. That's not looking good, that. Don't want it to be like that, so I need to find a better edge to get some shapes. And then we'll head off over into the darkness over here, where I'll probably add a little bit of black. Right, and then careful here, because it's got to come back up like this, back round and down. And these shapes that I'm making with this stick aren't ideal, but it really doesn't matter because we are going to go darker, and it'll all work out in the end. It'll come good. There, and I'll stick to the BV8 for a little bit here. So we want that quite light. And again, see, that's a nicer shape that I'm making with the pastel stick there. And I'm holding my hand against the paper to make that shape. And that's fine whilst I'm doing it there, but when I come around here, I'm going to start going on the pastel, so I've got to be a bit more careful. Or I could get a piece of glassine. I've just gone over the edge there. Now that doesn't really matter, but I want to keep that edge nice and sharp, so I'm going to rub that out there. So with pastel, it's really important to use lots of layers. So I could have here just gone in one dark layer and got this in, but it always looks better if you don't do that and you use layers that are built up layers. They always look much better. I've just gone wrong there. Can you see that? I've gone some over there and some up there. So I've got to try and correct that. So just blend that down and round like that. And of course you could think that this is, oh wow, this is just all blue, and you just colour it all in blue the same colour. But then you wouldn't get any kind of 3D effect at all. Okay, I'm going to give that a little blend. Push it into the paper so I can get some more layers on there. And I'm doing it all in the direction of these feathers. I'll add some more dark 22 on down here. Went a bit too zealous with the black paint there, so I need to be careful. Right, a bit of black to bring that in. Like that, a bit more dark blue. So we're going to lose that edge. Bit of dark 24. Now we need some really quite bright blue, a real royal blue. Something like this. Look at that. Look how bright that is. That's good. And I've got an even brighter one there as well. See how that goes. Right, let's continue with our darks in here. We can put a bit more pastel on now, because I want this to start blending, working well together. A bit more of our BV18. It's a dark royal blue as opposed to sort of a rich royal blue. Going to get some of that new bright royal blue up in there. I'm just looking at the direction of those feathers on the back and putting the pastel on in that direction. And that's a pencil the same colour as the pastel. And we need a little bit of detail in there to make that look believable coming out of there. Look a bit lighter. The light is catching some of those. Go a bit darker in there, the different layers of feathers. Just trying to find some good blues to get it to work well, to get the dark and the light. It's more royal blues. So more this one really. And I can even see purples in there, so I could add some nice purple like that. Just adding some nice detail. Need to get that to bend round. Getting that light to bend round the corner there. Come back to that lighter to blue. bit darker. There we go. That's giving us that shape. Pull the feathers out in the right direction, and then it will give you more of a shape. Right, and they're a bit lighter coming down here. Just going to skim some of this on. So I'm just using the flat edge of the pastel there, skimming it on. So that's lots of light that's hitting the front of the bird. And then we've got a bit more down here. And there's quite a lot of this compared to here where it's quite fluffy and detailed, and here it's less detailed, so I can use the pastels. It's a bigger area as well. I think I'll come up here with some dark so I can get that contrast going. And then I want to blend that into the black. So we need black. And just pull it in. I need to push it out a bit actually. That needs a bit more shape around there. Fades off into the black. Blend that in. Okay, so now down the front. Just push that into the paper slightly. And then think about what I need down here. A bit more of this BV 18 and a bit more of this really bright blue. See, it's still going in the fur not the fur, the feather direction. Like that. I really like that purple I've got on there, the back. That is nice. I like that a lot. That's really appealing to me. So I'm just going to add some more, because if I like it, chances are somebody else will like it. Now I'm going to use this even brighter blue here. See what we get there. Yeah, I like that. And there's a shadow of the beak. Oh, I missed that. It's about there. I have to measure that again now. So from the eye to there, it's there. There we go. Nice little beak shadow. And get that brighter blue. We could use a blue stick, but if we want to get into more detail, we really want to use a blue pastel pencil. So this one is a Derwent Pale Ultramarine P30, and it is quite the same colour as that light one I used, but I'm going to put some more of this on first, as smaller marks as I can. And then just move it about with this one. Yeah, it's not as vibrant though, so I'm going to have to very carefully do this. That's nice. So the pastels give you quite random marks naturally, which is a bonus. And if you rest your hand on the side of the, well, on the board, it helps you steady your hand. And you get quite good marks, quite random, thin marks. I just saw a couple of little feathers sticking out at an angle there, which is quite nice. And then as we go up, it goes quite aquamarine again. So I need to get that, and I'm going to stick to the soft pastels because I want the colour vibrancy here. I want this bit to shine. Let's try this one, it's a BG7. better. So I've just got lots of aquamarine colours. If you've got a set that you use for the sea, that would be a good set to use. This royal blue, a lighter one. Go back to that darker one. Finding a sharpish edge again. And the BV18. Getting a bit neater in my marks there, creating those feather-like textures, and I could even, although this pencil is weaker, it does help with some of the finer hairs and the textures. And it helps me thin and spread the soft pastel out. Going around that corner. The little marks catch my eye and then I have to go up and find it, sort it out, blend it across. Just going to add a little bit of green in there. A little bit of light blue as well. a bit of that lovely purple that I used here. Just going to flick that into there as well. Just because, why not? I'll get the Kerrigan-Harris because they are a bit stronger. You see that, how much stronger that is. Okay, I like that. It's getting really nice textures and really nice colours as well. So I just need to carry that on down into here. Take that a little darker. Oh, that's the black. I don't want the black. Dark. Oops. We can correct that again. Must be something about that edge. There. Just want to make that a little darker. Coming down there and then a little darker coming up there. I'm not completely blending that out, just giving that a little bit of texture down there. And really down here I don't want it to be too detailed, because I want this to be the main focus and then the tail feathers to be the second focus. So we just want a little bit of detail down here, but not too much. Darker in there. And a little bit of the BV18 for a tiny bit of detail. Now actually I think I might add a bit more detail across there. I'll go a bit lighter, maybe this one. A bit of the Kerrigan-Harris. I need a darker Kerrigan-Harris. Yeah. A little bit more of this. That royal blue again, the lighter royal blue. And then the lighter one. And then the pencil. There. Just think I'll go a little bit lighter. I'm going to put some white in there as well. Azurite white. Azurite in the Kerrigan-Harris is the brightest white in pastel pencils. Closely followed by the Chinese white in the Kerrigan-Harris. There. Okay, shall I leave it there or not? I think actually I just need to do something up there, just a little bit of blending, just to soften this. Not with that colour though, with this colour. Just making it a little bit more blurred and out of focus up there, just so it recedes into the background a bit more. There. I'll take that down, see where we're at.